Right, let's just see if this works again. It's a pain in the arse I have to do that. I mean, the one time I got it working. Let's have a look. One time it doesn't work on stream. See, that glitch hasn't happened to me in a long time. It does happen every now and then, but not usually when I stream. Let's have a look. I'll just get straight in there so there's no issues. Self-Slav, what's your opinion on this month's PS Plus games? Read them out to me, mate. I haven't actually checked. So that's actually quite a nice surprise when I come off. I hope they're good. Yeah, I haven't checked this month. I usually check a few days before the next month, but I haven't really been. Honestly, I haven't really been off Verdun much. I've only played a bit of DayZ and stuff, so I'm not sure what the new games are. You'll have to tell me. Scooby-Doo, good to see you again. Our lizard, as I should say. Sorry about that. We should be up and running properly now, hopefully. It's a right pain in the arse when that happens. Doesn't usually happen at the start either, but it's better that it happens at the start than halfway through, I suppose. I have to turn my game volume down a bit again and stuff, so just stand by. I actually might have froze again here. It sounds like it's froze. There we are, we're working. Honestly, I don't know what happened. I don't know what's happened to Verdun. Tannenberg at the minute is really bad. Verdun's not as bad as Tannenberg, but Tannenberg's terrible at the minute for glitches and shit. It sort of came out of nowhere as well. It never used to be. There wasn't even a major update when it turned bad. It's literally in the last 3 months where it's just going to be tits up. So I have no idea what's going on. Let's just move that out of the way. Let's get this closer in like that. Lovely. Right, go on then, Self-Slav. What are the free PSN games of the month? I honestly haven't checked. Right, let's have a look. There's some fella's head here. Charge this fucker. Is he dead? No. Oh, I don't have a bayonet. Why don't I have a bayonet? I'm using a fucking P14, I think. No, I'm not. I'm using the M119 Enfield. Oh no, I'm not playing as. Oh, let's try and see if we can switch class. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Oh no, here we go. That's better. I hate not having a bayonet, and I don't use LMGs or anything on this game. It's very rare. I don't like just sitting there using that either. I prefer using the rifle. It's more entertaining and fun to play with, to be honest with you. We'll hold down here. Looks like we're playing as I think we're playing as the Marines here. Yeah. So I think this, I've said before, this is the Marines on this game are probably one of the best attacking factions on the game. I think they've got a trench shotgun, they've got LMGs, they've got a bit of everything. I don't think they have the BAR, I think that's the other squad, but still really good. Certainly we only got 2. The third is only for the PS5 this month. Ah, interesting. So they're cutting down. So what are the games though? Slav, what are the... I haven't actually seen it. I don't know where the enemies are. I haven't really seen many here. Let's have a look up here. I think they're all sniping tonight. I need to get into a better position to play. I'm getting a bit all over the place. Let's have a look. That's a bit better. We've got a bit more room there. I've noticed actually the smoke on Tannenberg's a hell of a lot thicker than the smoke on Verdun. You can see where you're going, but if you call in smoke on Tannenberg and you run through it, it's really thick. We've done that extremely well. Looks like the enemies are on the left flank tonight. On our gun, the smallest map in Verdun. Let's try and bayonet that guy. No, I should have shot him. Had more time to shoot him there. But a lot of enemies on the left flank here. And this is a lot of people's favourite map because it's just so intense, the trench warfare of it. And I think the problem is with bigger maps like Picardy and Flanders, especially for new players, it puts them off because you often die before you actually get into the proper bit of combat where you can actually fight back. So this map's good for beginners. It's a good way of learning the shooting things. It's actually a map I use on. I play a lot on. If I'm playing squad defence, I like playing Argon. Look at a guy flew in the air there. It's very glitchy tonight. Maybe it's everyone. Maybe everyone's game on Verdun's glitchy. Maybe it's not just mine. Let's hold this left flank. I haven't seen too many enemies come over the top. I've seen some enemies in our trench, but not Not too many attacking. One or two sitting down over there. Hit marker there with the... What we're using here is just the Springfield rifle. Yeah, Springfield. It's a bit of a shame. You don't usually get too many hit markers with this gun, but... well, I've seen to. Let's try and pick that guy off. I'm not going to get him. Well, I've moved left, and so has everyone else, and now all the enemies have gone right. Fair play to them. And yeah, we can play one day if you want. I've got some pounds to buy PS Plus. Nice, nice. Well, I'm always well, every Friday I'm on. Well, I'll try to be on Verdun every Friday night. But as I say, it's just time dependent, really. It's a nice kill to hell and back. Got a lot of people down the right flank by the looks of it. Get my gas mask on here and we'll fucking charge them. I can hear a grenade. That's not a nice sound. There's Dan Bluff. Guy's always in the game. Always regular. Oh, I've got to reload. I'm just going to shoot that guy. Had to reload. Fuck. Blizzard, haven't been on Verdun in a while. Anything changed? No, there's been no updates. I've played a lot of Tannenberg this week. I've played a few games in Tannenberg. I played 1 or 2 games tonight. But yeah, nothing's changed in Verdun. As I say, just the last 3 months have been very glitchy and buggy, and I have no idea why. No idea why, but that seems to be the case at the minute. Tannenberg's worse. That guy just threw a big tank grenade and then he had to run. Don't know how that didn't kill me there. Very lucky. Alright, let's fucking charge these guys. I usually try and go on the left flank, but this map isn't easy. Isn't too easy. There's a AI player. Another, oh no, that's a real player. Try and take a few of them out and then I charge, sort of try and make a bit of an entrance. A few guys at the back. He's an AI player, I think. Right, let's fucking charge a bit. Oh, there's someone on the left. We'll have to try and take this guy out. Got him. Headshot. Oh, that's push. There's a guy in here. He's dead. Yeah. Oh no, he's not. He's not. He's lying down. I don't know if that. No, that's one of his grenades as well. He's survived. Why do I have 113 ping when I'm playing on local servers? I'm not sure, mate. I'm not sure. Sometimes it happens. I've got a friend. I think when he played Verdun, he had 100 plus ping, so it does happen. And we were playing on the EU servers at the time, and I'm playing from the UK, so it does happen every now and then. I'm not sure how the US the US servers work though. I suppose it depends what state you're in. Let's try and get on here. Go left. Oh, there's another guy behind us. Yeah, looks like I'm going to try and keep pushing left flank. That's where I prefer being in that sort of shell hole there, because I can see down the right flank of the trench and I can also see the left pretty clearly. Hi Nick, how are you doing, mate? Dan, hello, how are you? Yeah, I'm doing well, thanks Dan. How are you, mate? I'm not doing too bad at all. A bit disappointed about Isonzo being delayed, but it's not the end of the world. As long as they make, as long as they, when it releases, it's in a state of, to play. I know when Verdun first released, it was a bit hit and miss. Even though I love the game straight away in terms of how sort of the sort of how hardcore it was, one shot, one kill type thing. It was really fucking buggy. Worse than it is now. If you think now it's bad on Verdun, you would have hated it at the start. And graphics wise, the game was nothing like this, and the sounds were very different. And if you go back on my channel to like some of the early streams they do, and even some of the early videos on Verdun, you can see the graphics on that were pretty low quality. I mean, it was an indie game to start with, so you can't blame the guys, but it's sort of developed more than an indie game now, I think. There's a nice kill, lying down the trench. Not very good of him. Bit nasty that. Another guy. Someone is mowing them guys though. Oh, he's using the MP18. I know that weapon. David, stupid guy prone in trench with a bar. Yeah, you get them guys, you get them. There's a few people that lie down in trenches. I don't really like it either, but I get used to it. Still pisses me off, but I get used to it. Right, let's push left flank again. I've got a smoke screen, but I don't want to use it for now because we've got enough guys in the trench, and it will only block us more than anything. I only use smoke screen for if we're getting absolutely plastered or we've got a bigger map or more ground to cover. Down from the left there. There's a few guys to the left. I think our guy's lying down the trench. You might get them. Sure, mate. I'm going to have to go off right now. It's 12:15 here. Good night. Good luck. Yeah, cheers, mate. Have a good night. Thanks for joining. Stay safe. 20th Century Guy. Hey, how is it going? It's going well, thank you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Just playing a bit of Verdun tonight. Bit of Verdun. I was tempted to put Tannenberg on, but it's super glitchy at the minute. I don't want to risk the stream dying after half an hour, you know. Oh, come on, let's try and get in. Oh, there's just too many guys behind the trench. Oh, reload. Oh, that fucking reload. See, when you see me do a double reload right like that, I'm not doing it on purpose. My analog stick is fucked. So, if you think, well, why do you keep missing a reload? I'm not doing it on purpose. My controller is... I need a new controller, really, but I'm being a bit of a tight bastard and trying to hold off. Nice, that guy got him. Perfect. I need to hold my breath a bit more. I try not to hold my breath when I shoot, you know, just to try and get the quick shots off. And sometimes the way you're breathing is you don't need to hold your breath, but I probably should do it. I'd do it less, really. Where's this guy going? Is he going to pop his head back up? Is he going to go left? I think he's an AI player. Yeah, he's an AI. You can tell AI the way they move, it's just really fucking awkward to shoot. A lot of players pushing down the left flank. There's actually a spawn in the middle between these two trenches in the shell hole down there, down in the middle, just to the left of where I died there. I'm going to try and get back to that right flank actually. We're pretty well spread on the trenches, maybe could do one or two more in the middle. Looks like we're filling that gap now. On Tannenberg today as well, we got a team down to 148 points and we had max tickets left and we still lost. That's why when I did the Tannenberg video not so long back, I was saying how good the games can be and how sort of the battle can change radically. And I had one of those today. It's actually really disappointing because you can end the game in like 10 minutes and then all of a sudden it turns into like a 20-minute long game because you start losing your points. I'm going to change rifle here. Let's use this. Not playing too well with the Springfield. They're going to start pushing. They're going to take us out from the right flank here. It's a really difficult trench to hold this because trying to get into it yourself is difficult because their back line, the way they spawn, they've got a bit of a higher ground, I think. So they're sort of running onto the trench. And it seems to spawn them in mass instead of just like different areas. Go and pop your head up. Someone else has got him, I think. Yep, nice grenade, nice grenade. Here, a flamethrower somewhere. Is he up here? Get that guy before the bayonet, before his flamethrower. Because even if you kill him and his flamethrower's still on, he can still burn you. There's another guy lying down up there, which is a bit annoying. Nick said that Isonzo was pulled back to early 2022, but I understand because they don't want a lot of bugs in their game at launch. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, right, back a few years ago when Verdun came out, there was not many expectations for it. Do you know what I mean? No one really knew the game too well, especially on console at least, and then, you know, it was an indie game. But now I think it's got a bit of a following, this game now, and it's got more popular, and a lot of people have bought Tannenberg and Verdun, so they've got a lot more money in there. I'm hoping they're going to make a game that's worthwhile, worth our money. But as soon as I can pre-order it, I think I will. And I'm hoping, if it does release after Christmas, like January or something, February, hopefully I'll be able to pre-order it around Christmas time. Someone's trying to shoot me from somewhere. Where's he at? Just trying to move. In fact, I'm going to just stay down for now because I can't actually tell where he is. Nice headshot. Didn't have to aim there. Sometimes you do that. You can't afford to aim. Just fucking shoot like that. Is this guy still lying down up here? Let's have a look. Quick check. No, he's gone. See, this gun's not too bad. I'm just not a big fan of the iron sights. If it didn't have these iron sights, it'd be a lot nicer. Oh, from behind, just literally. I think I just killed that guy before as well. Nick, you say end of January. Yeah, I'm going to guess that as well. That's if there's no more delays. I imagine they won't want to delay the game twice, but you never know. Companies do that. We don't want a Cyberpunk though, do we? Get to releasing this fuck all there. Tommy's lad, remember that Tannenberg was promised in the end of 2019 and we ended up getting it at the 24th of July 2020. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. And then you've got to remember as well, the update for Verdun console was delayed, I think, massively. When we went to get the update, like, wasn't I think the update for this game was delayed by a year. So, I mean, when the game was released, I think I did mention that there's a good chance it would probably be delayed because, you know, as I say, from previous games and updates they've always delayed. So, but yeah, as long as it comes out right, I'm not complaining. To be fair, when Tannenberg first came out, I don't think it had too many bugs either compared to what Verdun had. I think Tannenberg has actually got bugs. It got more bugs like 6 months after. Like even like when there was hardly any players on. I don't know. I mean, if you go on Tannenberg now, you'll get kicked out of game and all sorts. It's really fucking dodgy at the minute. Fucking hell, god damn it. I think I've got a headshot on him, but oh well. See, we do here when companies delay stuff. Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, but again, it's all down to as long as the final product's decent, then I'd rather than delay it. I don't think there's anything worse in the world than paying a lot of money for something and being disappointed by it, and that's what I feel like a lot of games do these days. So as long as they don't do that, I'm happy. And at the end of the day, I don't think Isonzo is going to be a massive price. I mean, I think maximum it's going to be 30 quid in the UK, but we'll see. He's headshot on that guy. He just killed me before as well. Come on, get across this barbed wire, goddammit. Yeah, let's just stick to this left hand side for now. Oh, look at their whole team's just fucking spawned here. Let's kill a few. Fucking hell. There's a guy to our left. Where's he gone? Is he still there? Oh, that was. I can't believe I survived that, to be honest. Their whole, maybe like 6 or 7 players just fucking spawned there. Have I seen the new dev blog? No, mate, I haven't. I haven't yet. No, I do need to read it. No, I briefly read the part about grenades, but truthfully, I haven't sat down and read it properly. But I need to. I definitely need to. It's going to be interesting. To be fair, I didn't think weapon grenades were active till like World War II. I didn't know they were in World War One. Yeah, sorry, sort of rifle grenades. Actually, that's the real name of them. Rifle grenades. I thought that was a World War II thing. I always remember in Call of Duty 3 picking them up from the Germans. I got one guy, I think there's a guy with the MG08 at the back. I think that's the 200 rounder MG. It's got the most rounds in the game, and I think it's got a pinpoint accurate iron sight, which is, so if you're interested in the MGs, have a look at that. MG08, I think it is. Smoke screen. This is what I hate about the American classes. I don't think you get artillery on any of them, which is a fucking pain. I hate not having artillery, but if you play on the US servers, everyone seems to be playing as US squads, surprisingly. Didn't quite get a headshot on that guy. David, in Tannenberg there was a game-breaking bug where if you have a single-shot rifle when you reload, it will do the ammunition but won't actually put a bullet in. Yes, yeah, mate. That's one of the many of glitches on Tannenberg. And I mean, you think it. I don't know if for me personally, it's not game-breaking, but it's a pain in the arse. Especially when you've got a situation where you're up against 4 or 5 guys. You know, I'm not going to get this guy. He's going to need a fucking grenade, I think. And if one of our guys just threw a grenade down there. Nice. Nick, so happy they're adding rifle grenades. Yeah, it's good. It's a really good addition. Let's go back to Springfield. Really good addition. They're going to be. I think this whole new game mode, this demolition game mode, will be the best game mode to have because it just requires. It gives you a lot of different options. It's not just you know, for example, Tannenberg, you go to a different area, you know, different points in the map. With Verdun, you go to different trenches. With this demolition game mode, you can either go to the point or you can choose to do the demolition, and you can have distraction teams going one way whilst the real team goes the other. So I like that whole idea. Joined the game late, but I don't think I did too bad there. Didn't do great, I don't think. Let's have a look. Scoreboard. 28 kills, yeah, nothing special. Positive, but nothing special. I've got a few points. Deadliest weapon, Kar98. Nice. Very nice. Let's go. I'll choose the map on the right. I've gone off St. Mihiel's recently. I seem to be playing this map constantly. I just want to change it. Tommy's lad. Also, after crashing when you get into a machine gun at the very first minutes of the match. Yeah, I think you've mentioned this before. This is on Tannenberg. I mean, if you try and go on the machine guns on Tannenberg anyway, it takes like 5 seconds for it to work. It's not instant, and they should have fixed that straight away. That hasn't been fixed. It's a big bug they need to fix. I think a lot of us have said once they've made Isonzo, they need to go back to Verdun and Tannenberg and just give it a bit of a polish. You know, little bits and bobs here and there that need sorting out. But yeah, we'll see if they do that. Tommy's lad, yeah, the rifle grenades are brutal. Have you seen the new smooth animation for the bolt action? No, mate, I haven't seen it yet. I didn't even know the release gameplay. I'm going to have a look. I really need to crack down on all this Isonzo stuff. I'm not behind it necessarily, but I'm not as up to date as I should be, considering half the shit I play on this channel is World War 1 game series. Nick's like, I mean, when you go on the UK servers, everybody's playing as the British, to be fair. Yeah, mate, true. Or the French. British or the French usually. I don't mind playing as the Canadians. I think the Canadians are underrated. I think it was Monday, I was playing as the Highlanders for a good 2 hours. Really enjoyed playing as them. They were like a recon unit on this game, so they haven't got any heavy gear, but they're quick and they can get behind enemy lines. And I joined the game, and as I say, this guy switched to because he wanted to play as the Highlanders, and then 2 other players joined him. We absolutely ran the other team ragged. So good squad to use if you utilise them right, but it's well working as a team, you know. Some squads don't require a teamwork element in them, to be honest with you. But Tommy's lad, silly, I only saw they only show GIFs about Isonzo footage. I really wish to see some footage of sound. Yeah, we'll probably get that in the next few months, maybe November or October, because by then, at least, obviously, I know they've delayed the game, but they'll have a lot of gameplay by then. Footage and shit to show, I'm hoping, but we'll see. But yeah. Oh, there's going to be I was hoping he wouldn't see me. What guns are you using? The lads? I fucking hate that gun. God damn it. Cryptic, hello Cryptic, how are you doing? Finally got a PC. Nice. That's really good, mate. Really good. Really good news. What games have you got first? That's the thing, isn't it, your PC? You spend all the money getting a PC and then you've got no money left to pick up the games. I suppose you haven't got a bad choice of free games to play on PC either. But yeah, let's get above here quickly. There's a guy, you can see me there. I think he's an AI player. Oh no, he's not an AI player. Scooby-Doo, do you prefer World War 1 games or World War 2 games? I don't know, I can't really answer it, because the only World War 1 games I played are Tannenberg and what's this game? Verdun. So I can't, it'd be unfair, and I've played loads more World War 2 games than I have World War 1 games. World War 1 games are very, few and far between. They're only becoming a bit of a thing now, really. There's a bit more of a demand for them now. And there never used to be. So, but I think my favourite game of all time was World at War, Call of Duty World at War. Oh, my favourite World War 2 shooter, just because I thought it was fucking brutal. And, that was a nice kill. Someone's trying to pick me off down there somewhere. Another one. Yeah, I play it. We'll get back down here. Well, I don't know, mate. I can't answer that question. To be honest with you. I like both. I like any shooters, pretty much. Well, no, I don't like any shooters, but I prefer shooters more than any other genre of games, I suppose, if that helps. That guy's moving very quickly. That guy's getting a grenade. I wish I had some grenades. I think one of the classes on here does have a grenade, on the Marine class, but not the NCO. There's another guy. Fuck that, if he's going to zigzag, let's just bayonet the cunt. I heard a lot about TF2, so I decided to try out. What's TF2? I'm trying to think, what's that? TF2. Is that Team Fortress? Is that what I'm thinking of there, mate? Team Fortress 2. That's a classic, that. I've heard a lot about that. I haven't heard about it in years, though. That used to be a massive thing a couple of years back. Like 10 or so years back, that was huge. If that's what you're talking about, that is, I might be talking shit here. You might be on about a different game. Nick, the thing I'm most excited for in Isonzo is the street battle. The reason is because Verdun never had street maps, mainly because by 1915 they were all destroyed, but a few took place in towns. Yeah, I think 1914 there was a lot of street battles. In and around, there's a certain place, was it Le Mans they called it or something? I think there was a lot of street battles down there, but yeah, definitely, mate, the street fighting's going to be interesting. And the Poland map, for example, on Tannenberg is the best map, in my opinion, on Tannenberg by an absolute mile. So, if that's like the type of thing we expect in Isonzo, but I think it's even going to be even more close quarter combat in Isonzo. If it's more of that, then I'm happy, definitely. And with things like rifle grenades down those like alleyways, it's going to be fucking brutal at points. Really difficult. But yeah, I know nothing about the Italians really in World War I, so it's going to be an interesting game for me. Not only I'm going to be enjoying it, I'm going to be learning from it, I think, which is what you want. It's what you used to get from games back in the day. You used to be able to learn from them and enjoy them. Oh, this guy, is he dead? I knew I was going to burn to death there. Cryptic, I'll see if I can finally try Verdun this weekend. Oh yeah, so it's Team Fortress, nice. Yeah, if you try Verdun, mate, no, it's meant to be. I think you can get more players on PC. I think it's, how many players can we get in this? It's something like, is it 50, 60, something like that. 40 players. So that'll be worth it. Bigger squads. I know there's a few guys in the Discord who play Verdun PC. Just looks a bit more manic than console's version, basically. It's just bigger. More players. Right, I just need to hold in a position a bit. Oh, there goes my fucking plan. I'm a bit all over the place today. I'm not really sticking at one area. And it happened in 1980. Yeah, Tommy's like, I know it. Yeah, 1914 had a few street battles. I've got a book that's based on just 1914, in particular the British side of it, and I forgot where it was. I was going to do an event earlier this year. I don't know if anyone remembers. Last year I was going to do an event, but we never got enough players to do it. All the guys who used to do the events sort of went their own ways, which is fair enough. I can't blame them. And I think it was going to be a Le Mans event. I think that's what it was called, the Battle of Le Mans, but I can't quite remember, but I think that's what it was. Let's get this guy here. No shot, and there's 2 flamethrowers. God damn it. I thought I got him, I didn't. David, I guess I'm not going to play Verdun anymore. I don't want to deal with 250 ping on my local servers. That's fair enough, mate. Can't blame you. Cannot blame you at all. It's a pain in the arse, like. I always find it difficult playing US servers because, I mean, it hasn't happened tonight so far, but sometimes if you shoot someone, they like, obviously it doesn't hit them because there's a bit of a delay due to the ping. But it hasn't happened tonight so far, so I'm not complaining. So as I say, I try to play EU servers when I can, but they're usually not too busy at this time of night. But done on average at the minute is it overall fairly busy compared to what it has been in previous years. There's enough usually for a full game most nights, which is good. Compared to what we had like 2 years ago when we got down to like 5 or 6 players on a night. It was fucking hard work, and there was no bots, so it was just 5 or 6 of us in the game. Although the bots are fucking getting on my nerves at the minute, to be honest. There's a guy over here. There's 2. Looks like there's a bit of a squad. This is why I need some grenades, to be honest with you. They've got grenades, which isn't good. Ah, don't get stuck on there. Ah, fucking got stuck on that thing. And it's only on Verdun or Tannenberg. Yeah, it'll be to do with Verdun or Tannenberg, mate. Whereabouts in the States are you? Are you like West Coast or East Coast? Or are you in the middle? Because I know sometimes some of the guys on the West Coast get a bit of lag, although they're not usually on for another 2 hours. It's a problem, isn't it, with the States? It's massive. Let's try and get over here to the left. That's an AI player. There'll be another squad down here somewhere. As soon as I get in the trench, that's when they'll pop out. 2 down. Let's push left. Try and circle them a bit. Ran out of stamina. Fuck. We've got another guy in, which is good. Reload, reload, reload. Yeah, this guy's good. They've got 2 flamethrowers. It's going to be really difficult. They've got a flamethrower in defence, so that's how you know you're fucked. PC Verdun servers have been really busy with around 200 to 350 people playing every day. That's really good. I'm not sure why there's been like a spike in players. I suppose it was actually maybe it was because it went on the Epic Store it was free, wasn't it, a few weeks back. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 weeks back. Got him. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if I stabbed me. Didn't look like it. Oh well. David, you're on the West Coast, yeah, so maybe that's why you're getting a bit of lag. I know there's a few guys I've played with on the West Coast who've had lag, even on the US servers before. But I mean, I don't know what you can. I don't know how you can even fix that. I don't know what you can do to make that any better. Does that happen all the time, or is this just like, is it like every now and then? There he is. Just saw his head there. How are you sprinting so quickly? I'm not, mate. I'm just. This the reason I think it might be because I've got my field of view is on max. Underworld Hunter. So sometimes it makes you look like you're sprinting quicker than you are. Oh, quicker than you actually are, yeah. You just know I'm sprinting at a normal pace, but just with a zoomed in screen, if you like. There's a grenade somewhere. Don't know where that grenade was. Fucking hell, not the flamethrower. Has anyone got him? Nope. I'm a bit annoyed about that because we had 3 guys around that fucking corner there. Somebody's like, Tannenberg is the only game that I enjoy with at least 11 people playing. It's quite intense and the bolts aren't that frustrating as they're in Verdun. Yeah, I mean, I do get a bolt glitch in Tannenberg, but the problem is with Tannenberg is the weapons handling. Like in terms of who's the one, I don't mind changing. I like the Anzacs. I'll change to the Anzacs. They've got better weapons. But the problem is with Tannenberg is the weapons handling, the breathing. I don't know, some guns, like the guy's like a fucking asthmatic. His breathing, and I just think the Verdun guns are easier to use. Is there a guy up there? Oh, there's a guy to my right. God, this trench is a pain in the arse. But yeah, I don't know if you've noticed how many one-shot rifles there is on Tannenberg. There's more than I thought. I was going to do a video on this soon. I think I might. I think there's like 3 or 4 one-shot rifles on that game. Some are a lot better than others as well. There's a good Martini Henry one that's really accurate, really nice iron sight. Let's try and get over here, get in cover. That guy's in the tree. Oh no, he's been killed by a grenade. Nice. I'm sick of that guy with his fucking flamethrower. Someone's taking me out from the right here. I'm not sure where he is. Got him. Quick reload. Let's get into hiding. I'll let them guys deal with that, and I'm going to just hold this position. Get my team to hold. White prosperous shell. That's no good to me at the minute. One of their soldiers just vanished there, which isn't good. He's just threw a grenade, so I'm going to get in cover quickly under here. And we'll go back up. Ah, I should have got him before, really. I missed quite a few shots on him. David, all the time, whenever I play video games, so I'm not sure, maybe, is it not your internet then? David, I don't know what the internet companies are over in the US. I don't know if... I know the bad one over here for me is I've got Virgin Media, and that's a pain in the arse. I have to use like a Netgear, it's called, and it's basically like a Wi-Fi extender, which I use with an Ethernet cable. So I don't have to run an Ethernet cable through the house. I just use it to the nearest plug, which is helpful. That was a nice kill. There's another guy around here. I should have bayoneted him. Wasn't as quick as them. They're pushing quite heavily from the right flank. I don't know if we've got any guys on the right at all. No, we've got no one. Probably lose this trench here. No, we have lost this trench. What the fuck am I on about? Tommy's lad, the guy with the arse mic yesterday was me. No worries, mate. I didn't. I was in a party with my mate yesterday, so I didn't have my game chat on. I very rarely have my game chat on, to be honest. I wish I did more. I think it's like it's just not a thing people do these days, is it? Game chat, at least not on console. There'll be a third, fourth. Ah, not that fucking flamethrower. This guy, Biohazard. Oh, this guy's fucking us up. The Springfield is probably my favourite rifle in this game. If you like the Springfield, give the Mark III Lee Enfield a go. It's similar, it's just got 10 rounds. Maybe the iron sight's not as good. The iron sight's probably better for this gun than the Lee Enfield, I suppose. But yeah, I can't blame you, mate. It's a pretty accurate gun. I got a few hit markers before, but I think I killed one guy. His mate was right behind him there, so I was fucked. But yeah, the Springfield's a good gun. The only reason I think the Enfield beats the Springfield on average is because the Enfield has 10 rounds while the Springfield only has 5. Let's try and bayonet this cunt. Let's get him. Yeah, don't have to aim sometimes. Come on, dude. See, if I had 10 rounds here, that would have been perfect. I would have got a few more. Quicker than him, though. Push further down. Looks like we're clearing out the trench a bit. There's no one on the right flank, so... I'll let him push. There's a guy with that fucking flamethrower behind me. This Biohazard guy. He's a good player, to be fair. David, doesn't matter. I've tried Ethernet cable and without, so I'm just using room Wi-Fi. You don't like playing in the living room. Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, look at if you don't like playing in the living room, have a look at Netgear's Wi-Fi extenders, because what it allows you to do, instead of running like an Ethernet cable through the house, is you can plug it into your local socket, and you can just run it to your PlayStation or your games console or your PC, whatever you play on. And it basically just, as I say, it saves having a big cable going through the house. And not only that, is that Ethernet Wi-Fi usually is more smooth than Wi-Fi. I used to play with like just standard Wi-Fi and it was awful. Unbearable. That was back on the Xbox 360 days though. That guy jumped in front of me. Unlucky bastard. Oh, I shot the fucking chair. Shot the chair, no good. Cryptic. Do you think stuff like the German trench armour should be in Verdun? I think it is. I think the German trench armour is in Verdun. There's 1 or 2 squads that do use it. I think it the Schutzen or the Strop Up. One of them factions uses it. If you have a look, honestly, sometimes I think it depends on your squad level. If your squad level isn't high enough, it won't show. So if you see some of the uniforms in this game, the higher level you are of that squad, your team level as well, because every person in that team pushes that level up, and that depends on what uniform you use sometimes. So with the French, you can use the old school red hat, dark blue uniform, but if you've got a higher squad level, you get the light blue rounded helmet uniform. Should have got that guy. Headshot on him. No shot on him. Got him. Sometimes you need to do that, just dodge and weave. So there we are, that's the uniform. So their squad level would be higher than a uniform who had the red helmet, the red hat, sorry, if that makes sense. I can't explain things when playing games. I can't multitask. I'm a very shit multitasker. Could be busted, but it's probably possible to balance it a bit. You restrict the guy's firepower. What do you mean by that cryptic? Is that, are you talking about the armour there? Underworld, oh yeah, the Enfield is a good one too, but the iron sights aren't the best. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from. Well, there's a few different Enfields on the game. You've got the Mark II Enfield, which is on the Highlanders, I think. And that's a 5-round Enfield, but the iron sights are awful. You've got the Mark III, which is a 10-round, where the iron sights are pretty good, I think. They're similar to this, but with more of a middle dent, or middle iron sight. And then you've got the Enfield, which the other US squad, well, this US squad uses, this Enfield, the M1917, which has got the rounded iron sight, which I think's not very nice. And if it didn't have that, it'd be a better weapon. But, oh, that guy just got fucked up. I'm going to push right flank though, because we've got a few guys dying. I'll tell my squad to hold here for now though. I'm going to do some of the dirty work myself. Oh no, I fucking hit it. Oh, that grenade fucked me up. Why wouldn't you want to play with the old French uniform, the red plates? Yeah, the red, to be fair mate, I actually prefer the old red uniform, I think it's actually a really smart uniform. Although if you're sniping on the French team and you've got that big red hat, I suppose it's not as bad as the Belgian hat. At least the Belgians though, with a darker uniform on some of the maps, at least they sort of blend in a bit better. As long as you don't see the top hat. I wonder where they got the idea for that uniform with the top hat. It's quite an interesting one. Can't believe I didn't get the bayonet on that guy. God damn it. Right. Ah, he was behind me all along. Fucking hell, he was chasing me. Let's have a look, because you were freaking walking bullseye. The same happens with the Senegalese. Yeah, Senegalese. I think with the Senegalese troops as well, they have their hats are even bigger. I think they've still got a red dot on, but they're even bigger. They're almost like the Grenadier bearskin hats. That's what they remind me of. They're sort of a bit taller, aren't they? Like a tall looking hat. If that makes sense. Oh, I'm getting some guy sniping somewhere. Where's he at? Problem is with this battlefield, as you can see, it's just filled with shit. Is that a player down there? If it is, he's broke. Someone sees me, I'm not going to hang about. Some rounds in, let's have a look down the right flank. We've got a few guys pushing in. Oh, someone's took me out. Oh well. Never mind. Come on. Load up. How many guys are in the game at the minute? Let's have a look. Quite a few prestiges on their team. I'm the only prestige in my team. Doesn't mean anything though, to be honest with you. I've seen some really good players who are low level. Some people might make new accounts and play as well, so you can never write that off. What I'm going to try and do though is switch squad after this. I don't want to play as the US guys all night. Oh, if someone wants to change to Canadians, I'll accept that. Can't go wrong with the Canadians. I can't remember what the Canadians are in this game. I think, are they a... what type of troop are they? Are they a recon unit as well? Because they've got a really similar setup to the Highlanders. They're really similar to the Highlanders. It's why I'm sort of surprised they added more factions on that side and not the Central Powers side. Because the Central Powers side is outnumbered. Although they have got heavier sort of guns, I think, the Central Powers, with the MG08, with that 200 round magazine it has, or 190 round or something. The German hat looks like it came from medieval ages. Yeah, with the spike on it. At least if you go headbutt someone, you're going to fuck them up pretty badly. No, you don't. Biohazard. No, you don't. That guy's fucked me up all game. Not this time. I think they're going to come in behind me here. Grenades were going off anyway. A few rounds in. Like bayonet. See, I caught on my screen there. He didn't even stab me. He sort of hit me with his buttstock of his rifle there. But oh well, can't complain. The Belgians had a top hat, probably because they didn't expect to go to war, and at the time no country had metal helmets. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. It's not, well, I don't think it's necessarily that they didn't expect to go to war, but it's probably more so that World War One sort of changed the way warfare was dramatically, didn't it? You know, that guy's got a fucking Madsen up there, I think. Go 2. There's the guy with an MG up there to my left. I think there's 2 guys up there actually. I need some artillery. This is the problem, because the gas does fuck all to them guys. Might block them a bit, but the White Prosperous doesn't last long. That guy didn't know who to shoot there. He was trying to shoot both of us. Poor fucker. Let's push down here. No, there's a guy to my left. Christoph Vogel, he wasn't missing. Yeah, I don't miss. Darren, and everyone expected the war to be a war like the Napoleonic Wars. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. Exactly what I was thinking. It was a bit... I think they expected a bit of an old school war, not the sort of the slaughter of the trenches. A lot of the Canadians have some weird guns, like the Swaroff rifle with horrible inside. Yeah, they've got a really interesting lineup, but I like them. I think they're underrated, because I think if you use them correctly, they can be pretty good. This guy wants to change to any squad but the US. I can't blame him. I get sick of using the US, because I think you can, if you want to play as the US, you may as well play as the Tommies, because they're just the US, but with sort of more, I think, decent rifles. I suppose the other guys are using like Madsens and BARs and all that shit, so they're not complaining. But as an NCO on this faction, I'd rather be on the Tommies, you know, or have the Tommies weapons. But yeah, the Swarnoff, there's a guy who did a video called Christoph Beast or something, and he's like a channel. He's got about 1.2k subs. I'm subscribed to him actually, and he did a video about the Canadian Swarnoff recently, and it was pretty interesting, because it's a gun that people don't use because the iron sights are hard work. But it's not. I think that a role is called the flanker, because he's a quick, agile role. He's got plenty of grenades. So, but yeah, it's not a fun gun to use. The iron sights are just so fucking awkward. In fact, there's pretty much no iron sight. It's like the bolt's pretty much in the way of your sight. I didn't shoot quick enough there. Couldn't aim quick enough. Thank God that game's ended. I need to switch squad here. Cryptic, the top hats, if I remember correctly, were a unit whose role was closer to the police or Gendarmerie unit rather than a military one. Ah, that makes sense. Well, yeah, that's the whole idea with the top hats in the UK, was to, like, it was more of a, you know, to show presence than it was to do an actual role. It was more of a look than it was practical, just like a lot of things back then. The bobby hat. Yeah, give more of a presence than it is to protect you. Fort de Mont, one of this map I used to hate back in the day, but I really enjoy it now. I just love the combat in and around the fort. I just don't enjoy the combat anywhere else on the map. As long as it's in the fort itself, I enjoy it usually. Tommy's lads, the most curious thing about the Canadians is that they actually have their own voice actors, but they have the British ones instead. Isn't that weird? What do you mean? The most curious thing about the Canadians. What do you mean by that? Tommy's lad. Do you mean they're saying like all the British things but in a Canadian accent? Or they're saying all the Canadian things in a... Or they're saying all the... I don't know which way to put it, but you know what I mean? I think that's what you're trying to say. The class with the Swarnoff, Lee Enfield and the Trench Club is really good. And you get 2 grenades. Yeah, that's the one I'm on about. That's the flanker class on the Canadians. The gun's not good. The gun's not really great at all, but the Trench Club and the 2 grenades is perfect. I think actually, realistically, the Trench Club's your primary weapon in that loadout, and your grenades, not the Swarnoff. The Swarnoff's like your backup weapon to bring out when you need to maybe do a more long-range contact. And the bayonet with a revolver is good. Yeah, that's a weird looking thing. I seem to remember there was a game called Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, and that that was like a classic Western game, and there was a role on that game. I'm sure there was a guy who had a revolver pistol type thing. Oh, not the US. Where's a French? I need a Frenchy squad. Let's see if I can change this squad, because this guy was wanting to change squad before. Change. Oh, what the fuck? Let's go French. This game's fucking me over here. There we go. I changed to the French, but I changed to the wrong French squad. I didn't want to change to this French squad, but fuck it. When I was just scrolling up, it started like flying with the change thing. So I'm now stuck with it. I mean, this gun is nice. This is a nice gun, so I'm gonna give it a go. And there's something about the look. I don't know if you can see this bayonet. It's really, really sharp. This guy wants to switch roles with me. I'm sorry, sir. I don't want to switch roles though. Ah, someone's getting me from the right. I knew someone was putting me off there. God damn it. The British and the Canadians have the same voices, but when you search for Canadian voices in YouTube, they actually exist. Yeah, well, maybe it's a glitch. Maybe it's a glitch. I'm not sure. I can't remember using the Canadian voice lines. I do it as much as I like the Canadians. I haven't played them in a long time because I've been playing so much multiplayer, and people tend not to choose the Canadians in multiplayer for various reasons. They should really, but they don't. Right, I'm going to charge this hill. The problem is I've only got 2 rounds in this it's like a 2-round clip. Hopefully there's no... Don't pin it! I had to be quick to get that guy. I had to be really quick. The road's in. Yeah. Got him. I'm going to go down this alleyway here. Can we see anyone down there at the minute? Anyone lying down? I don't know if they've got a full squad. It looked like they did have a full team before, but I'm not sure if they still do. Yeah, there's one guy down there. He'll probably be spawning back here now, so I'll move down here. Get into my favourite entrance over here. No, I wasn't quick enough to switch to him. God damn it. Underworld Hunter. I can't find the guy's YouTube about that sworn off. I'm not sure where it is. I'll try and link it at the end. He's only like he's not a massive channel. He's like he's bigger than this channel, but he's not like one of them, you know, fucking lives off YouTube type people. But yeah, he just basically did a video about the Canadians. It was interesting because I've not said people, as I said, don't give them enough credit on it. I don't think. When realistically, they're not too bad. Right, I'm going to try and push down here and watch this left flank because sometimes a lot of guys come down here. Oh, there's another one somewhere. I can hear him. Oh, I heard him. Maybe there isn't. There he is. I think it's just an AI player though. We're still losing this, which means there's a lot of their team are on the right flank or in the right area. I honestly hate that gun because it only has 3 rounds. Yeah, that's the downside, but the accuracy is pretty good. There's a guy on this game, and I forgot his name now because I haven't played with him in a while. What's his name? He's probably one of the best console players, and he always uses the French squad, and I think he always uses this rifle. The Berthier is not bad either. I think the French have got a 7-round rifle as well, and I forgot what it's called. And the problem is, it's a slow reload. At least with this gun, it is a pretty quick reload. He puts a 3-round clip in, and the one with the 7 or 8 rounds, I think you have to load them individually, which is just no good really. Not when the game's quite intense. I suppose if you're sniping, it's not an issue, but. And you can't reload without shooting all your rounds. And I've got OCD by the looks of it. Their team definitely must be in the right flank at the minute. The Chad Berthier versus the Virgin Libelle. Oh no, Libelle isn't too bad, but the French get a lot of hate as well. But the more you play this game, the more you realise the French are a pretty decent squad. I think the other French squad's better. I think I'm playing as the Alpins here, and they're not as good as the I think it's the Police or something like that. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm not fucking French, but. Are you talking about Christopher Beast? Is his name? That's it, mate. That's the guy. He does like he doesn't just do, I think he does Vigor the game Vigo. He does mainly that, but he does do Tannenberg and Verdun every now and then. He's good to watch. And he did the one that I found him because he did a Canadian video on the Canadian squads, and specifically the Swanoff rifle. Swanoff, yeah, that was it. Right, I'm going to move down here, fellas, because I'm not sure where their team is. I can't believe we haven't taken this yet. There must be a lot of them on that right flank somewhere. I'm just going to shoot these rounds off quickly. The Berthier 1892-16 is the one with 5 rounds. Yeah, there's one of them that's got a weird like round intake. I forgot what it was. But I think you have to load them individually. And I think that's also the sniper rifle for the French squad. But to be fair, the sniper rifle isn't too bad. I think the American sniper with the Springfield with that weird square scope they have is the worst one by a mile. Let's try and pick a few of these guys off, but no well. MG5. Now, is that MG15 NA? I can't tell if it's the MG08 or the MG NA, which is the one with the big round capacity. I'm going to spawn back here as well, just because I'm going to attack the middle area, the middle section. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not letting me do that. It's decided to spawn me here. God damn it. The Lebel, you mean? The Lebel is the 8-round one with the tube magazine. Yeah, mate. That might be the one. Fucking biohazard. Fucking prick. Yeah, that might be the one, mate. I'm thinking of. I'm not sure. Palau. Police is pronounced something like the Palau. 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 I was never any good at French in school. Or any other language for that matter. I also did Spanish and I was shit at that. Very bad at Spanish. Right, let's go down here. Looks like we cleared this out. We've won. We should have, to be fair, we should have had this trench ages ago. I think we only had 1 or 2 people that was holding it off. I say trench, it's practically the fortress. Watch out the way, Yank. Oh, that's a good grenade. Need to move. Need to move. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, fuck. I was hoping this guy would peek again, but the other guy came around the corner, so I had to fucking charge him. Didn't want to. Oh, there's another guy there in the corner. There's a lot of them attacking now. It's pronounced Polo. Polo? Fuck. Police is better. Police is quite dull pronunciation for the French blue soldiers. Yeah, exactly. They are the police from now on. I wasn't exactly calling them the police, I was calling them police. Not Polo. But yeah, I think police makes sense. They've got they've got blue uniform. It means hairy, cryptic. To be fair, didn't the French all have really long beards? So a lot of them did, didn't they? Or they had like... I suppose that was a fashion, wasn't it, back in like 1914? It was all those type of beards. Well, I say 1914, but early 20th century. They all had them big lumberjack-looking things. There's a guy behind whatever the fuck that is there. Looks like some sort of shell. This guy wants to switch roles with me. No, thank you, sir. He's playing as the Observer, and I think the Observer's got the worst guns on this squad. How are we doing on the right flank? We've got a lot of guys down there, not an issue. I'm just going to try and stay in between these two areas. Every now and then you'll get a straggler that comes over the top like that fella. Let's get in cover quickly. And that was just one artillery piece, so it's not an issue. That was an AI player. No one down there. Get back in cover. I think police means hairy man in German because most French soldiers were farmers with beards. Oh, right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that was a nice shot. Happy with that. Kill that guy twice. That guy's looking to come down this area. I should have got him there. His legs were showing as well. We'll get this guy here. If he doesn't move, he might stay there. If he doesn't move, we're going to sneak up on him. Oh no, he's dead. Someone else got him. In cover. Oh, he moved to the right. Good kill. That's fair. I've been unlucky in terms of artillery squads tonight. I wish I had more artillery. Someone was asking me to do like a binoculars video. I don't know if it was last week or the week before, which is not a bad idea. But the problem is I don't use binoculars myself, to be honest with you. I'll change the Tommies if he fancies it. But I really don't use binoculars ever myself, so I don't want to make a video on something I don't use, even though they are very useful to certain squads. And the reason I don't use them is because I always use a bolt action over revolver or pistol, pretty much. 9 times out of 10 I use that. So I don't think there's any rifle classes, at least there's not many, which use the binoculars as well. Right, let's push left flank. I get one mortar shot with this, which is good. I think I had a bit of a ping advantage on that guy there because it looked like I missed. Are they on the hill up there? Have we got guys up there? Oh no, there's a few guys up there. Looks like they're sort of middle of the trench at the minute. There we go, Lee Enfield. Get ready for carnage. Get a quick reloading. Puts their 5 in and then puts the rest in. The Chelsea Alpins were nicknamed the Diables Belus, or Blue Devils, apparently referring to how they fought bravely in the Battle of 1915-1916. Yeah, from what I read, they were in, you know, where the Yanks were, apparently, in similar areas. Was it like, what's the foresty area called? In where World War One, where a lot of the battles happened. I think it was below Fort de Mount, if I remember. Oh, this guy's going to fucking get me. He's disappeared, maybe he's dead. Yeah, he's got me. Pop back up, I saw him in the left corner of the screen there. David, I like that a bunch of history people know what they know by studying and getting a degree in college. Yeah, I know basically the same amount World War One as my history teacher because I watched Indy. I watched Indy did earlier. Yeah, I mean, look, you don't need degrees and shit to know about something like that. I mean, history for a lot of us is a big hobby. It was a massive hobby for me, and I've got one of my closest friends. He's a big history buff, loves it. So, yeah, you don't have to be. You don't need a degree or have to study history to technically to know a lot about it. Definitely not. All you need to do is watch videos and read books. You'll learn. Or play Verdun. Read the loading screens and that's it. Nice, looks like we're taking this hill. It's good hill to have this really. You get a really good advantage over the left hand side of the trenches, and I might be able to call in some nice artillery if it's. Have I got it? Call it in there. Getting cover. It's only one mortar round though, so it's not too heavy, but does the job. That guy threw a grenade in. Get down. No, I violently laid down with my life on top of the grenade there. Didn't save any of my teammates doing it. I saw it in active, felt like it didn't work in Verdun. That's a bit of a shame. Fuck it. But yeah, Insurgency Sandstorm is out on the 29th next month, so I need to pre-order that soon. As I say, I'll pre-order it this week, and I'll be streaming that and making content. Hopefully, if I move back to university on Sunday morning, I think I'm going to go. So I might disappear off YouTube for a while. I can't get this cunt to stay still. There we are. That guy's head. Oh, there's a guy there. Is he going to pop back up? If he's not dead, oh no, there's a guy there. Doesn't matter. Should have got him. Oh, I'm fucking up here massively. Got him, but I got him far too late. Should have got him early on. Really bad shooting. Yeah, just get other people on YouTube to do the studying for me. Exactly. They do the studying, you watch and learn. I'll tell you one thing. A lot of people, well, what I've learned a lot from is these, podcasts. They're getting massive now. And to be fair, I have to be really interested to stick in and watch one. some people watch loads of podcasts, and I don't know how, because some of them are boring as fuck. Some of them are really boring. I think I have to be really interested on the topic. But you do learn a lot from them if you listen to them, especially if you're on the train or something, and you just pop your headphones in, listen away. I actually did a Verdun podcast 2 years ago. It was just me and my mate. Basically, it was half an hour long. We were just talking about the game and improvements and stuff. Just wanted to try out, see if it worked. But not a bad idea, I suppose. But yeah, you have to be really interested. I think I watched a few Joe Rogan ones. I watched a guy called Kurt Jumango, and he does a lot of science stuff and a lot of theories. I think, in fact, his official name is Theories of Everything, and it's really interesting. Some of the scientists and philosophers they get on there. But yeah, I couldn't. Some of these podcasts go on for like 6 hours, and some people, I don't know how they can. Surely no one sits down 6 hours straight to listen to them. I don't even know how they have the time to do that. You've got to have a lot of time to put away to even consider doing that. But let's push over left. Oh, there's a guy there. Fuck. Should have noticed that. Somebody, lad, I think Insurgency is going to be a bit expensive. I'm scared of that, because to pre-order you have to pay 40 euros. I don't know how many pounds. It's £35, mate, I think, in the UK to pre-order from the store at the minute. Now, to me, that isn't bad, because most games today, I mean, they're going upwards of £60 now. And if you ask me, Insurgency Sandstorm, from the gameplay already, and this, it's already out on PC, it looks better than any Call of Duty game we've had in the last fucking 10, 12 years. Well, not 12 years, 10 years at least. So, for me, £35 isn't bad. What concerns me is that there's 3 different editions, and I hope there's no pay to win in this game. I don't think there is. I hope it's just cosmetic items, but because it can be hardcore and this, that, and the other, and realistic as it wants. But if it starts doing pay to win, I don't like that. It shouldn't be in games. But £35 for me is not a bad price. I'd pay £35 for a game happily. £60 for a game's a fucking joke. I don't think there's any way in this universe I'm going to pay £60 for any. It could be. I mean, even GTA 6, I wouldn't pay that amount of money for, whenever that comes out. I just don't think video games, especially 90% of video games, are worth £60 today. I really don't. It's just, that's an insane price for games. Especially when they seem to release in games without half the content of what they used to be. I should have gone. I'm playing really bad. The last 3 deaths have been really shocking, actually. Shouldn't be getting these guys. Spawn back in. Applies to this. Yes, using the command wheel there. People should use the command wheel more often. If they're not in game chat, they should definitely use it. Especially where we can't communicate with Xbox players. Right, let's have a look. Have they actually come over the hill yet? Doesn't look like it. How are we doing? Right flank, we've got people spotted all over. I don't even know if it's even a full game, this. Let's have a look. It's pretty much a full game. I feel like it's not a full game. It's not a very intense match compared to what it normally is. He's gone down there. I don't seem to be hitting anyone here, which is not good. I don't know if it's because of ping or my shit aiming. Maybe it's my shit aim, I can't tell. Anthony, you're so bad, bro. I know. I've been playing shit here, mate. Well, thank you for pointing that out. Appreciate it. Shots have been poor here. Very poor. Of course, it's not a full game. It's Verdun, literally 100 player in the world. No, Anthony. Bayonet. and can I just say as well, that's what you're saying there is complete and utter horse shit. You can get a full game even if there's not 100 people playing in the world. That's if there's 50 people on Verdun, you can get a full game. And there pretty much is a full game. There's only like three people missing, so it's not too bad. And 3 people isn't bad at all. Doesn't make a difference. Oh, he's got me. Good kill. Conrad, how you doing, mate? Hope you well. I'm in Australia and we are lucky we get more than 3 players in a game. Oh yeah, well, use your logic and switch your server. Switch your server. People come in and complain about player numbers all the time, and all you need to do is switch your server. So when we're in the daytime in the UK, right, I'll play the EU server because the EU server will be more busy. You'll get a full game. When it gets late, where I am, I'll switch to the US server because the US server obviously has more players. The 2 servers you should always switch between are the US and the EU. The Australian and Asian servers are fucked. There's no point in going on them. Nobody plays them. So if you want to play Verdun and get more of a full game, try Australia and US. Underworld, I usually have 3/4 full games. Yeah, I mean, as I say, if you want a full game or near enough a full game, just switch between the EU and US servers because they're the 2 busiest servers. I'm not sure how it is on PC. I'm not sure if the Australian one's busy on the Asian servers, but I know on console they are dead. But it's not an issue because, as I say, you can just switch to what the fuck. You can just switch to the other ones. Yeah, in the US midday, there's like 50 people exactly. And you can get a full game of 50 people. To be fair, the reason why the player base is bad between Tannenberg and Verdun is because they split the games up and it's split the player base completely. It's actually it's WW1 game series' biggest mistake out of all the things between glitches and all that shit. Their biggest mistake was splitting them 2 games up. Watch out. I actually don't mind the game. It's too bad it's dead over here. I never knew you could change servers. Yeah, mate, change it. If you go on the main menu, press your analog stick. I don't know if you're on Xbox or PlayStation, so I don't know if it's different on Xbox. Change your analog stick, and you change servers. Definitely worth it. Play on East, and it's very active on PC, at least. Yeah. The PC, I mean, they've got massive servers as well on the PC, haven't they? The game is even more mental. I know you can have more players. Right, I'm going to call in a mortar to the left here because I'm getting absolutely fucking annihilated from that left. That's not my mortar coming in. I think I've just got 1 mortar shot, so it's not as heavy as that. And he's got me, good kill. Yeah, is the new Tannenberg any good? It's not new, it's a year old, and it depends. Depends if you don't like Verdun, you won't like Tannenberg. But what Tannenberg, they're they're not very different. Similar gameplay, gunplay is slightly different, and the game mode's different. Verdun, you've got trench gameplay, so it's obviously trench warfare, end to end. With Tannenberg, it's more of like a capture the objective points. So you've got different points you have to go. It's a lot larger scale, Tannenberg. It's more of, if you like Battlefield, you probably like Tannenberg a bit more. Come on, sprint. Is it there? There's my ping there. Fuck. Tannenberg is dead. Yeah, it is. It's very dead. I mean, it's like what the guy Tommy's Lab was saying before, though. Regardless, even if it only has 11 players or 12 players, Tannenberg on a low player base is better than Verdun on a low player base, if that makes sense. If Verdun had a low player base, I think it is a bit fucked, but if Tannenberg has it, it's not as bad. But yeah, that's my opinion of it. They should do what Battlefield does with the DLC with Tannenberg. Yeah, well, you know what? When Tannenberg released, when it was releasing, I thought it was going to be a DLC. I couldn't believe that it wasn't. I was really surprised that they were going to make a new game, and I think, you know, it's what they should do with Isonzo. It should all be an extension. I wouldn't even mind if I had to pay, you know, for that as a DLC. I'd happily do it. It's just, yeah, splitting up the player base is no good. I think it really damages the game. It has damaged the game massively. It's damaged Tannenberg, almost killed Tannenberg. But obviously the problem is with Tannenberg as well, we've got all the glitches, which is a massive issue. Stay down here a bit, see if this guy's going to push forward. I think he's got the flamethrower, which is not fun. Pain in the arse to fight. Hello, Hebbo, what's up? Nothing too much. Hope you're doing well, Hugo. Hope you're doing well, mate. Tommy's lads, Tannenberg DLC would ruin the World War One game series concept. Yeah, no, it would. It would, but I think at the same time it splits the player. It does split the player base, so it's sort of. But yeah, it does. It would. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It wouldn't be a game series at that point; it'd be a DLC series. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, is it not worth changing that whole title, the World War One game series, to fit in with just for the sake of getting more players? I don't know. It's a bit of a debate that, but. When I first started playing this game on Xbox, I'd play every night and it would always just be me and this one other guy who was an absolute god and he would just kill me all night. Yeah, a few years ago it was like that, but it's not as bad usually now. As I say, I'm pretty much in a full game here. David Esrigo, I'll do what COD does with different games and have them all in the main menu. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't think they'll do it though. They should have done it. I think it's too late to do that now. And because I think that they'd have to. I don't know how they'd fit it in. I don't know how they'd do it, but it might cost them more money to actually put all these games into one sort of DLC structure than to have the 3 separate games now. I don't know how much that would actually cost them. They're probably, again, they're only a small M2H studio. They're only small, so. Helen is my favourite Pokemon. I have no fucking clue what. Well, I have no clue about Pokemon. Tom Joey, still alive? How you doing, mate? I'm doing well, Quill. How's it going, mate? I heard you got a PC, Quill, recently, but I see you on a PS5. So what's going on? On average, on weeknights, it was 2 or 3 players in Australia. Brutal. It's good you can change servers, but I'll have to come back to the game and give it a go. Yeah, it's worth a go. I understand why people would write it off if there's no players on. I do completely agree, but change your server and then give it another go. And if you still don't like it, then fuck it. Fair enough. I had to. Yeah. I mean, when the game first came out, I had thousands of players on. Then within the first year, it went down to like 10 players a night, and then it went worse. And I remember just coming on some nights, and there was like 2 of us on. There was me and a guy called Ramochis, who was. There was some nights where it was just me versus him, 1v1, on a map like Picardy of all fucking maps. I'm going to change the squad here, fellas. I think I'm going to change it up a bit. If I can, I might go on the German side. Let's have a look. Use the German weapons because I've been playing as these guys all night. We'll change it up. Underworld Hunter. I hate aside. It's the worst map. But see, I like that map. I was really hoping we got that map, but we've got this map instead, which is a bit of a disappointment to me. Tommy's lad, yeah, I agree that it had to be some kind of DLC or free expansion, but well, they won't do any other game style, I think. Yeah, mate, we'll see. I think a lot of people want Gallipoli. They want the Gallipoli campaign, but I don't think that'll happen. Well, no, actually, sorry, I do think that might happen. And also, a lot of people want World War II, and I don't think the World War II games will happen. I think they'll stick to World War One, which is fair enough. It's what they've built the player and fan base off, so. No, fuck it, why not? Although I reckon they'd make a pretty good World War II game. But at the same time, would they want to? They are the kings of World War One games, and if they did like a World War II game, they'd have to compete with Battlefield, Call of Duty, Enlisted. Enlisted's the new big World War II game, and Enlisted looks. I mean, I haven't played it personally, but it looks pretty fucking good. So why switch Battlefield when they could keep World War One? Because it's what we know they do well, so. They might just stick with it, and I can't blame them for it. I'm getting fucking raped at the minute. It's really annoying me. I need to spawn in and just stick somewhere. I just hope Verdun doesn't die right now. Isonzo releases, it could do, mate. I don't think it'll die off. I think people stick with it, but it depends how good Isonzo is, and it depends how many people actually fucking buy the game. Cool, you got money to burn XD now, mate. Work much lately. How's Verdun? Still good? Yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. Thank you. So what? Oh, I forgot I'm on the German side. I need to remember that. How's that PC then, Quill? Got anything good? Games wise, did you get a laptop or was it a PC? I can't remember what Jay told me. Has this guy gone all the way around? Yeah, he has. Oh, fuck it, he's disappeared. Got him. Canadian fish. Bayonet. Quick reload. Good one, you cunt. There's a German left. There we are. Try and get the headshot on this guy, it's not working. I'll let this guy push him. The GEW is another annoying gun, yeah. It is, mate. The iron sights are fucking hard work. The GEW, really hard work, and they take a long time to get used to. But there's something. There's a GEW variant which has the Kar 98 iron sights, if that makes sense. And that, I think, it's the best German bolt action you can get. Definitely. Where have they fucking gone? They've just disappeared. Oh, they're coming down the left flank. Oh no, there's one on the right as well. Talking about DLCs, I think that it would be really cool. Russian Revolution DLC for Tannenberg. Yeah, it would, mate. It really would. I think someone else has mentioned that before. They need to do something with Tannenberg. Something needs to happen with it, whether it be a new DLC, new extension, or expansion. Something needs to happen because it is almost dead in the water on PS4. I think the most players I've seen this week when I was on, and I've only gone back to it for the first time in like 3 fucking weeks, maybe a month. There was 24 players on, and that's not great, really. It's not terrible. It's not great. If they do it Gallipoli, they should also make battles between the British and Ottomans, just like the movie, just like the Battle of the Suez Canal. Yeah, for some reason I said movie there. I don't know why. There's a movie, isn't there? What's that movie where the Anzacs? Like there's two brothers who are runners, and they go up against the Ottomans. I forgot what it's called. That film, great film. I think it came out in the 80s. I can't remember what it was. Excuse me. Fuck, I'm going to run out of sprint. Let's get down. Read a few comments. If they worked on this game and put a number 2 in some of the time, did a full overhaul of the game and graphics and lifted all the player base somehow, I think it'd be a great game. Yeah, mate, the thing is, right, the people who make this game, it's a tiny studio. They don't have too much money. And when it was first made, it was made to be an indie game. It wasn't made to be this sort of big, well, not big game, but this game that it's sort of become. Be another guy. Luckily he's an AI player. I won't fucking teach him. Get some more players in here. Called gassing by accident. How much does Verdun cost? I'm not sure, to be honest with you, mate. I'm not sure. Get this gas mask on quickly because I've called in. What is it? White phosphorus. Oh, fuck's sake! I didn't mean to call that in. As I say, you know, you really don't want to call gas in unless you absolutely have to use it because it can be a hindrance. Imagine if it was like 75 versus 75 people. It would be so fun and brutal. On PC, it's like that, mate. Quality, yeah, bought it for administration and gaming. My other PC died after I finished school. Win-win. Yeah, that's fair enough, Quill. That's fair enough. How's work going, Quill, mate? You're doing all right? I haven't spoke to you in ages. I'm gonna have to speak. We'll have to catch up like in the next few weeks or so. I moved back to York on Sunday morning, so I'll try and speak to you next week or something. How's your brother as well? I hope he's doing well. There's a name I can't pronounce. Yo, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Gallipoli with Mel Gibson. That might be at Hugo. That might be the film. That might be the film. I'm not sure. It might be Gallipoli. That might actually be the film I'm on about. Yeah, where he's a runner, and I think his brother's about to go over the top, and then that guy has to go and run to the other trench to tell him that they're not meant to go over the top or something. I haven't watched it in years. I watched it when I was a kid. I seem to remember that was a good film. But yeah, I think it was called Gallipoli. I think you're right. Yeah, that's good. I shouldn't stand there. That's like a well-known artillery spot. The guy hit you with a bayonet and your body went 2 meters in the air. Yeah, I'm on the US server, so the ping's a bit higher. That's the only issue with switching your servers. Your ping is a bit difficult. I'm sure when I was in the EU servers the other day, there was a fair few Aussies on it. On PlayStation 4, they used to have a communities thing, and in the Verdun community, there was a lot of Aussies who played the game. We used to have a few in our events community actually. I wish I had a mortar. That's the only issue with this squad. The guys come up the left flank. That's another artillery, or AI this time. AI artillery never miss. Sorry guys, I have to go. So I hope you have a good stream. Yeah, cheers David for dropping in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. I think it's called Gallipoli. Yeah, I think that's it, mate. I think it is Gallipoli. I haven't watched it in years. I watched it when I was a kid. Getting orders from a Yankee here. What's going on? Getting cover here. I don't know where their team is. I can't fucking see. The smoke's really thick. I was saying today how thick the Tannenberg smoke is, but maybe Verdun is just as thick. They must be in the right flank somewhere. Quality, yeah mate, been ages since we spoke. We are all doing fine. Next week we'll do. Just send a message when you're on. Yeah, definitely will, Quill. Definitely will. Well, I hope work and stuff goes well. Hope your family as well. Hope you're not locked down in the Netherlands. We aren't in the UK at the minute, which is good. So we can go to the pub. Ah, fucker's gone into hiding. Got you. It's Kar 98, it's pretty nice. The iron sights aren't too bad. The only problem is the Kar 98 is sometimes you get a few hit markers of it, and on Tannenberg you get loads of hit markers of it, which is a pain in the arse. Anthony, I found out the last 6 months a bit slow for gaming. Just nothing exciting coming out, and I've been playing the same 3 games for 2 years. I'm exactly the same. To be honest, I really went off gaming the last 2 years. Massively. I nearly gave up completely this time last year actually. I did for about 4 months. Then I came back for 2 months and then went again for like 4 or 5 months. And I do that. I probably will this year as well. I'll probably disappear for like 4 or 5 months. Just I think the problem is, right, games are too expensive. You're paying 60 or 70 pounds for a game and it's half-arsed and shit. And you've wasted a lot of money, and I don't have a lot of money to waste. So really it's a bit of an expensive hobby. And so when I move back to York as well on Sunday, I won't be playing many games at all. I'm doing pretty good. Got to go. Hope you all have a good stream. Yeah, you too, mate. Have a nice night. Cheers. Tommy's Live. My favourite releases this year: Insurgency and Isonzo. Yeah, that's the only issue, mate. Isonzo's not coming out, but yeah, Insurgency I think is going to be the big one this year. I will get my wallet out for that game, I think. This cunt's not going to shoot me. Haha. Check the way. Gotcha. Bayonet. Practically threw my bayonet at that cunt there. Yeah, I think Insurgency's going to be the best game of this year for me. I'm not, as I say, Call of Duty. That's fucked. I don't think there's any storyline game. I don't think I've played a storyline game in fucking years that I've enjoyed. But yeah, there's no major releases that I'm looking forward to. Not for now, anyway. Oh, you fucker! He's got me. Yeah, I've been the same lately. Just nothing game-wise exciting me. Paid $100 on the new COD and it took it back. And the same for Valhalla. Lucky I got my money back, but they were boring. Just weren't anything new and exciting. Yeah, mate. I mean, I got a lot of hope the other year for that Call of Duty Modern Warfare, right? Because I thought that's a step. I thought that this is going to be a step in the right direction for Call of Duty. They're going a bit more. It's sort of it's new, but it's taking a bit of the old as well. And then I played it and I was just fucking disappointed. I think there was a mission on that Call of Duty Modern Warfare where you're doing like this house raid. Absolutely amazing, blowing me away. And then 3 missions later, you're versing a Juggernaut in like some sort of fucking boss battle. I don't know how they can go so good and then just such shit in like 2 missions. And then the multiplayer for that game was fucking rancid as well. It was just the maps were awful. I don't know who the fuck's making games that are Call of Duty, but they can't be. They're not very clever. Or it's like they've never played any of the original Call of Duties, which made all the money. I don't know why, for a company that's pretty fucking greedy, I don't know why they don't go to the old school games, because a lot more people would buy it. I think I've developed COVID in the last 10 minutes as well. Fucking hell. There's me getting banned off YouTube. I mentioned the C word. Tommy's lad, the Wex flamethrower was the best thing in this game. Honestly, mate, I need to start using it. I don't use it, I get fucking smashed off it every time. There was that biohazard guy who was in the game before, he was destroying everyone with it. Because you don't have to be accurate with that flamethrower, you just spray and pray, don't you? And you come, lift your head up. There's a guy to the left now. No, there's a guy behind me. Oh no, he's on top of the sandbags, that's where he is. I can't remember the flamethrower though, you don't run out of ammo, do you? Or do you? Do you only get like a certain amount? I suppose you only get a certain amount, but it's... I think with the flamethrower you've got to expect a lot of deaths, but you'll get a lot of kills as well. It's a bit of give and take with that. Double reload, not too good, hate that glitch. There's a guy at the back somewhere, he keeps lifting his head up. There he is. Got him. Nice, someone else has got him. Let's charge this fucker. He wasn't expecting that. He got his head blown off there. Fucking hell. Lee Enfield. Wonder what fucking round it is, the Lee Enfield. I don't know how powerful it is. Probably is pretty powerful. They seem to be a better team than us. We haven't actually... I don't know, yeah, we attacked their trench once and didn't get far. The only point we've got is actually from taking our own trench back, which I don't believe. It's actually, I'm not a fan of the point system on Verdun. I don't think you should get a point for taking your own trench back. I think you should only get a point for taking their trenches that they held originally. Anthony, anyways, I might give the game a go tonight when I'm relaxing and have some beers. Aye, mate, that's fair enough. Not a bad idea. Although I wouldn't recommend playing drunk, because my aim's shit as it is, so playing when you're pissed is fucking hard work. Everything's just a dot. Oh, this shotgun. Hell of a shotgun, that. What I need is some mortars again. At least when I was playing as the Tommies, I had that mortar round. I know there's some squad in this game, and I can't remember what it is, that have like a mortar round, but it's like a 9-banger type thing. Or like a cluster bomb. Really good. Really good. Because if one misses you, the other one hits you. That guy set up, that's a perfect spot. I could do some grenades really as well. Will he come back around? He's going to come back around? Or is he waiting for me? He's probably waiting for me. Someone's got a shotgun there. What is it? M1897. Now, I don't know if it's the Doughboys or the Marines that use the shotgun. I can't remember. But the American squads are pretty... They're similar to the Tommies, but with more of a... They've got a better attacking form, I'd say. The Americans certainly got the more aggressive weapons. The Tommies are just the best all-rounder, I think. They've got a bit of everything. Oh, come on, over the wire. Fucking hell. Now there's a thing, Isonzo, you get wire cutters, so that wouldn't have been an issue there. Would have been able to cut my way through. There's no need to call gas. I was thinking about calling gas there, but we've got the trench back, so I won't bother doing that. He's hitting me. I thought I was hitting him there, maybe not. Oh, it's a bit of a cough here, which is not good. Fucking hell. Right, what I'm gonna try and do actually is just hold this right flank over here. Some good places to hold. That's if I can get there. I think they see that there's no one there, so they're pushing that area. Yeah, there he is. He's got me. Poor name Jameson in that coffee. It's had a lot of bullets at home, mate. It's had a lot of bullets tonight. I haven't been too good. To be fair, this is the best game I've had tonight, so that might say a lot. I think the first game I was on, I didn't play too bad. The second game was atrocious. One that Aussie was calling me shit. I can't blame him. I was playing absolutely shite, but I've got better. Well, no, I've got better. Then I got worse again. Although I can't drink any more coffee because I'll be awake all night, and it's already. What time is it here? Let me have a quick check. 1:45. I was only going to stream for an hour tonight as well. Got a busy day tomorrow. Shit. Those grenades, honestly, if they hit you, your aim goes all the way up. When you, this guy's going to get me. Got him. Okay, go on, use the Wex. There's a guy with a shotgun around the corner. Just going to hold here. Ah, I wanted to get that bayonet. I heard a shotgun, but I think he switched to his pistol. Tommy's lad, I'll see how the battle ends tomorrow. Nice conversations I've seen today in the stream. Good luck on the trench. Cheers, mate. Cheers for dropping in. Appreciate it. The stream will come to an end soon anyway, so don't worry, you're not missing out. You're not missing out on this HD fucking gameplay. I need some grenades desperately. Is there any grenades here? No. There's no point in having binoculars on this squad because you don't have any artillery. You don't really need binoculars to call in gas. Maybe on like Flanders, but the gas covers like a wide range, or a wide area, so it's not like artillery where sometimes it needs to be specific. Is there any other role going in my squad at the minute? Let's have a look. Nope. Another role. Looks like some artillery coming in, so I'm going to take cover. They've completely taken over the right flank of the trench. Sniper down there. One's done. I think he's a regular player on, actually. Is anyone else down there? Yeah, there's a guy down here. Oh, that's danger close, that is. Yeah, fuck. I knew that guy was there. I was never going to get a shot at him with this artillery going off. Oh. Let's try and get back in. There we go. Yeah, we're losing this. I can't believe how long this battle's been going on for this trench. Usually it's the trench at the bottom which causes the most trouble. Oh, it's behind you. Oh, he's using the Lewis gun. Nice. Honestly, you don't even need to aim with that gun. The hip fire is that good. You just blast your way through the trenches. It's probably, if you don't like using the BAR or the MP18, that might be a good weapon to swap with. Killed from the right. Hopefully I'll spawn in a bit quickly. We've got 3 minutes left in the game, or 4 minutes. Here we go. I don't think we're going to get this trench back. We need sort of one big push to get a draw out of this game. I can't believe I didn't get more than one kill there. Have I got the artillery Luger? Here, actually. Not the artillery Luger, the other one. And the broom handle, the Mauser. No. Tell you what, let's switch to the GAW and use these horrible sights. So this is actually, I actually prefer this to the Kar 98, the gun itself. But the iron sights are hate. But as I said before, there's a variant where these iron sights are flat, and it's on. I think it might be the Strop-Up or the Schutzen, which have that variant of. Might not be. Well, it's one of them. It's one of the factions on the German side which has that variation of the weapon. Nice kill. Well played. There's a grenade there though. I heard it. Oh, there's a lot of guys down there. I didn't want to go down the alley of the trench. I wanted to go above them because I was just going to get slaughtered. I think there's a few guys lying down there and you don't stand a chance, especially when there's people standing up behind them. It's like a rear rank. Cryptic, the version with flatter sights is the GW1888. Yeah, that's the one I like better, mate. That's the one I like better. It's I don't think I've ever had like a hit mark with that gun either. He's lying down there. I couldn't tell if it was a dead body. I think he's a friend. No, he wasn't a Frenchie. No. He was the Tommy. Yeah, it's a good gun, that, mate. It's a really good gun. Try and push up here quickly. On the right flank. Has that guy just died? No, we've got guys in here. I don't think we haven't got enough people in the trench to even take this back, which is very disappointing. To be fair, we don't deserve to win this match. I think, if anything, they probably deserve to win, but if we can get a draw with that, I'll be happy. I couldn't get him in time. Nikita, fucking hell. Yeah, came fast enough, home fast enough. We've been at work, Nikita. Hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you. You came right at the end, though. I wasn't going to be on this long tonight, but I ended up playing one more game because a few people came on. Oh look, there's not many. I wonder where they're all at here. Oh, I switched. Luckily, he didn't see me. He should have saw me there. Go on, bayonet. Bayonet wasn't working there. French. This is a final push, this, fellas. Final push. If we could clear this trench out, we could win it back. Come on, you cunts. How many have we got? We've got a lot of guys and we've got more than them. Ah, fuck. One final push at the end there. Former version used to be an N-block clip, but was updated in 1905 and 1914 used the stripper clips. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm using the updated version then, am I? Let's have a look. No, I'm not. Sorry, I'm using the old version. Yeah, that other version what you're on about is the iron sights are perfect. They're similar to the Lee Enfield, but this gun seems to pack a bigger punch. Seems to have like a nice recoil pad as well after the shot, so I don't mind it. Ah, shit, getting cover again. Oh, there's a guy down there. Yeah, the G98 with the trench mag is especially pointless. What difference does it make when still reload with stripper clips? I'm not sure. You'll have to ask the Cryptic is the man with the weapons knowledge by the looks of it. Nikki, all good. One annoying college. But in general, all good. Fair enough, mate. It's good to hear. At least you're sticking through it. That's the main thing. Got to get through it. Right, I'm going to pull out of here, guys, because I'd say score-wise, 52 kills, 38 deaths, not great. Got a good score there. But I'm not on any of the leaderboards, unfortunately. So I'm going to back out there. How am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing alright, Nikita. I actually moved back to university on Sunday, so I might not be on for a few weeks after that, but we'll see. Depends how things work out. But the bad news is Isonzo has been delayed till 2022. So a few of us have guessed it'll maybe January or February 2022. But hopefully we'll see some gameplay, some more stuff by November, October time. And there's a new intel out actually as well for it, which talks about rifle grenades. So if you're interested in that, it's worth a look. But I'm going to have to disappear now because it's getting late in the UK. So thanks for joining in. I really do appreciate it. If I'm not on for a few weeks, I hope everyone stays safe. Thanks very much. No college, mate. I meant work. Oh, quick fucked up. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate. Got work hard though. Work's always a pain in the arse. Right. Have a good night. Cheers.